Welcome back. It's the Quest for Treasure on the Quest for Details channel. We are back downstream of a town in California. We're a place where I was digging before. When I put it on a video, I knew that locals would know right where it was, so I can see that people have been digging and stuff, that's awesome. You know, relic recovery, that's part of what it's all for. I try and share the good stuff whenever I can. I don't really have permission to tell people right where this is, but I was by the other day and I saw a car parked there and watched a person come down and stuff, and I was actually going to come down and dig that day, so it was a funny synchronicity thing. So if you're watching this, I'm glad that everybody's out and about exploring around. I have the Garrett here, my AT Pro, and I was trying to look through the gravels. I'm going to look through these low dry areas before it rains again and explore around, try and find well, I'd love a coin or anything like that, of course, but we'll take whatever we find. This whole area is just loaded. That's why we're here at the metal detector. You could eyeball a lot of cool stuff, but it's evident that the town just threw everything in here forever, and this has just been broken apart. This is one of those creeks. You can see it's small, but it's wide, and when it gets ripping, it gets ripping. So it has smashed and torn, but meanwhile, with that will be all the cool metal things. So I'm just working my way through it, and we'll see what we get out of it. But yeah, just every couple inches is something visible, and mostly older stuff, so there must have come a moment when they started doing official landfills, and this all predates that. Just everywhere the ground's covered and stuff. Little brass knob. Choke vent something. You were right. See the honeydew? The glaze on the ground? I would have never believed that they'd produce that much, but look underneath this willow. Each branch has the same glossing that was in the other rock hounding video the other day, if anybody saw that. And look what's above it. And it was guessed that it was aphids putting out their sugary secretion. This is the same reason why ants will carry aphids up into your gardens and use them like cows, and they secrete a sugar-like substance out of their rear end that the ants eat, and so they carry them around like cows and ranch them on different plants, and these are putting out so much. I don't see any ants. These are actually just here by themselves, and they're a winged type of aphid, so probably just flew in, and sure enough, that's just all sugars glossing, so it is glazed donut. I don't know if you can make that out, that wet strip there. And it's dried out, and that's a gloss. So it isn't anything horrible like herbicides or pesticides that somebody's spraying in a creek or anything like that. I ran into some thick stuff. I was like, whoa, may have walked by this detail 1,000 times, but there it is. And to the viewers and people that suggested the aphids, good job. So many old bottle tops everywhere in pieces. Don't think we're going to find any full ones. Looks like somebody's been here doing their hunting good. But have a signal right here. It was a 79 or an 80, and so far it has been a billion zinc lids. I have my pinpointer on silent. Still up any beehives here. That has been the motif so far. Nice bit of copper wire. And I will show you at the end of this video what I do with these sometimes. And it's pretty cool. When it already comes all patinaed with the green and stuff on here. And you will see why. Not to mention it's copper. lot of signals, so I'm just hunting for solid ones. Those are pretty solid. That's an ABR, already been recovered. Piece of iron by, like, it says Dayton on there. I'm gonna leave it there too. Maybe a stove insert. God. Scrap metal. See that? That is just copper tubes running through aluminum sheets. I just dug that. It's probably melted aluminum. It looks like accidental art. Craftsman, hey, that has a lifetime warranty. Or it used to. Yeah, just massive amounts of stuff, no matter how far down you go. All kinds of stuff. Look at this little bottle. There's the bottom to it. Something yellow in it. And until I turned it upside down, it had the cork left in it. Look how uneven the top is. It's all skinny on this side. And all fat on that side. Yep. Well, I got a killer signal. It's a 99. I saw that. I thought I had a red glass bottle. I don't. I have a plastic tail light. Look at that. Pretty darn rare for this side of the mountain. There's at least a partial tip, and it's black, so that is a glass mountain black. Nice. That's a nice artifact. Yay. Another maybe headlight, a pod light. But it's not glass. Otherwise I would have popped that puppy out of there. And I'm using dump rolls here. There's so much stuff that you don't pack everything that you find out. That would be ridiculous. So it's dump rolls. You're just high grading and cleaning up a 100-year-old dump is not part of the duty of somebody hunting through it. I declare, it's kind of a gray area, but I'm calling it dump rolls. Got an 80s right in here. So much metal though, it can be very hard to pinpoint because there's just a lot of different types in the soil, and this thing doesn't discriminate. So it'd be hard to tell if that was it or not. Is that switching back each time? Give Garrett for discrimination. So there was that piece of iron ringing in at 80. Do you know what that is? This one might be shot. It's actually, it was still loaded because the spikes aren't down, but the spring's long gone. I think we're fine. It's an old gopher trap. So these spikes here, there was 4 of them. I got 6, 3 on each side. And this little trigger sits on the ground there, flat, where you've seen them pushing along. It's actually better for moles. People always call them gopher traps, but it's hard to see where a gopher's digging except for his exit hole. Anyhow, and you pull this up, and it's spring loaded. And there's usually a little, I think it's long gone, but there's a little catch. And when they're digging along and they push the dirt up against this, these spikes come down. So you try and put these 2 as anchors on either side of where they're digging through, and that literally stabs them. And you pull them out of the ground. So that is an old gopher trap. Here's actually the only arrow or other piece of obsidian that I've seen. And I can't say that it is. It's got some workings. It breaks natural like that, so I can't say that it is. Okay, we're headed back upstream. I think I came down about as far as everybody else did here, where we're getting close to the other houses. Let's see, there's a patent August 29. It's a pretty early fuse. 1929. Hubcap piece. Bottom, let's see what it says. Oh, best foods. Wah, wah. I mean, that's okay, but it's not complete either. Look at this slab of chalcedony sitting here. That is awesome. Nice piece, and we're not even rock hounding today. It's big and blue and staring up. Nice, that's funny. There you go. Smile, you're on candid camera. Happy little bottle faces in the gravel. I'm a big Bob Ross fan, by the way. We know what this is. It's a piece of an old oil lamp. That's the part that went down on the glass bottom, and this is where the wick came up, and the different sides that would have grabbed the glass top. This is what I'm trying to detect through, and it's just literally a billion pieces of metal and bottles and cans. And close, more metal and more metal. So there can be a lot masked right here. So everybody come back and check this many times, and I'll race ya. Okay. What do you think it is? I'm already disappointed because I see that it's not a round cannonball. That's what I was thinking. We have a horn. That's an old horn. That's a Spartan. Made in the USA. Spartan. That's his housing. Ah, heck, we're hauling that out of here. Taking it to the dad ski. Look at that. The mount. Huh. Must have been something, a little motor that spun around. Caught air inside there. And then literally that just... It's an old automobile horn. We'll take it. Look at this old cast iron piece to a fireplace. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. Okay, here's our little cleanup from that wander down the creek. I didn't do any bottles or anything this time. Just stuck with the metal detector trying to focus. Brought home some pieces of this and that. These are here because these are strong signals, and it kind of affirmed that my machine was still working the way I thought it was, even though I was in so much garbage and debris and stuff. I was able to pick out solid signals. This, now I'm looking at it more, might have some workings to it, still unprovable. Here's our chalcedony piece. This is a chunk of lead. See the holes that run along it like it was sewn? There are little holes on the edge there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's some there that are clear. So probably nails. And there's not much water in that creek permanently, so I assume that's probably off a roof or something. It's a patch, definitely. Pounded out sheet lead. So when you see me say, when you hear me say utility lead, that's what I'm talking about. It means used around the home or the ranch or the boat or wherever. This is our little gob of aluminum. A lot of this stuff will probably get thrown in the trash. This is lead, so that'll have the right thing done with it. This, I'm going to show you and then make a little artistic thingy out of that. Brought these home just in case. I don't know. The horn, I'll probably give to my pop and hang in the shop or something. Just as decorative fun, you know. This is our little lantern top, and I bent it out back into shape a little bit so you could see what I was talking about. So the wick would come through the center here. This would be where the upper little glass piece that kept the wind off the flame went, and then some sort of bottom. And then there would be a hole on the side here, or maybe on a lower piece, and there would be the little knob that adjusts the wick. And that was that. Oh, and a safety pin. And that was basically the whole little walk. And just wanted to get to the bottom. I concentrated where the water will pool up the very first rains, and we'll be locked out of it until next year. So that's what I'm doing, is trying to hit all the low spots and everywhere where winter will stop us from going. So let me show you this. Thanks for coming with me, and yeah, see you on down the road.